A group of pro-life doctors has launched a new campaign to combat media misinformation following the overturning of Roe versus Wade. The American Association of Pro-Life Obstetricians and Gynecologists is providing information and tools to nearly 7,000 medical professionals. The effort includes a detailed myth versus fact format where claims made in the media are countered by evidence-based peer-reviewed rebuttals. We go now to the group CEO, Donna Harrison, a board-certified OBGYN. Dr. Harrison, great to see you. First off, why did you start this initiative, that is, and how are you getting that information into the hands of medical professionals?
Well, we started the initiative because we saw that the information being put out by major media was scaring women and scaring them into not seeking needed medical care. And we are all about the best medical care for women. So it's important that women be equipped with accurate information and not scare techniques. And thank you for bringing me on the show. I appreciate it, Tracy.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. It's such great information. Can you give us some specific examples of media misinformation, and then also how you're able to counter that with fact-based rebuttals?
Well, one piece of information is that abortion, elective abortion, is not the same as miscarriage treatment. So despite people saying, oh, I couldn't be treated for my miscarriage or my ectopic pregnancy, that's simply not true. Abortion, elective abortion, the purpose is to produce a dead offspring, whereas the purpose of miscarriage care or ectopic pregnancy treatment, in the case of ectopic, it's to save a woman's life, and in a miscarriage, the baby's already died. So there are no laws anywhere in the country that prevent ectopic treatment or miscarriage treatment. And there's no laws anywhere in the country that prevent a woman who's in a life-threatening situation from being separated from her baby at any gestational age, even if the baby can't survive outside. That's just the facts. That's just the laws in all the country, in the entire country. So we're encouraging women to seek care if they have ectopic pregnancy or miscarriages. They should be entitled to the same kind of care that they had before the Dobbs decision, because Dobbs only affects elective abortion. That is, ending the baby's life for no medical reason.
Yeah, and I know your initiative, it's aimed at medical professionals, but I'm curious, what about the general public? I mean, could it also help to educate them?
Well, I think it's important that medical professionals speak out about what they know is true. You know, somewhere between 85 and 93% of OB-GYNs do not do abortions, so they can be educating their patients about what real medical care is. It doesn't change their practice at all. So the only practices that change when elective abortion is restricted are those doctors who have been doing abortions, elective abortions, and not the 85 to 93% of doctors who have always treated both patients, both the pregnant mom and her preborn child. So we're encouraging our doctors and equipping our doctors to be able to speak out to their patients. And yes, the general public should know that there is no reason why they shouldn't be able to get miscarriage care and ectopic care.
And I'm wondering, you know, how important do you think it is to really get this information and get the truth out there?
Well, I think it's very important because women are handicapped when they don't know the truth. And misinformation breeds fear. And one thing that women need is accurate information so that they can take care of themselves in the right way, especially when it comes to if they have an ectopic pregnancy or if they have a miscarriage. And this is really especially true now with another piece of misinformation which has been circulating, which is somehow chemical abortion being called safe. It's not safe. Chemical abortion is very dangerous. And to do chemical abortion without ever seeing a physician or knowing where your baby is at, like an ectopic, or how far along you are, is very dangerous, because the further you are in pregnancy when you have that chemical abortion, the greater your risk that you will hemorrhage and severely hemorrhage. So, for instance, if you're only about 7 weeks pregnant, you may have about a 1 out of 20 chance of having to go to the emergency room to complete that abortion. But if you are at just a little bit later, 13 weeks, you've got a 1 out of 3 chance that you are going to hemorrhage, major hemorrhage, and have to have surgery to complete that abortion. So it's this kind of misinformation, not only about what kind of care is available to women, but also misinformation about how dangerous chemical abortion is. It's a very dangerous thing, and women must know that information before they make that decision to do chemical abortion.
Oh, Dr. Harrison, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, Tracy.